You're listening to Coffeyville Community College basketball right here on US 98.1.
Pulling from the sideline, we'll give it off to Lay. Again, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass over to Scott. Scott for three. Nothing but net, and Coffeyville takes a 50-48 lead. 2.2 seconds remaining.
Red Raven basketball is brought to you by Perky's Used Cars, Newkirk, Denison Buckles, Coffeyville, Gillum Liquor, Community State Bank, Derailed Commodity, and CCC.
Perry across half court. Takes control of the basketball. Guarded by Stella Bonge. Now gives it back over to White. Back now to Perry. Perry setting up for three. Hits the floor. Gets the bucket and the foul. Gets the and one.
We go live to your voice of Red Raven basketball here on US 98.1, Connor Harbit.
And a very pleasant good evening to you and yours. We are here live at Nellis Hall back in Coffeyville, Kansas. Our road trip in the books. We are back here for Coffeyville Community College basketball. Connor Harbit here with you on US 98.1 and, of course, on the US 98.1 YouTube channel here tonight as Coffeyville welcomes the Seward County Saints to Coffeyville. This should be a fun matchup here. Of course, Seward coming into this game, the women anyway, we'll talk about the women up first, but they are coming into this game with a record of 2-0 and coming off of two very solid victories. We'll, of course, talk about that here in just a little bit. But we are 13 minutes away from tip-off this evening. Coffeyville coming into this game with a record of 3-1 and a 2-1 conference record. Also, that two-game winning streak still intact after a very thrilling conclusion to their game on Wednesday, against the Garden City Broncbusters. So we'll kind of review all of that. We'll get over some stats. We'll kind of prepare you for what to expect here in this women's contest here today. As actually Seward, they've been kind of establishing themselves as a dominant force over some of these Eastern Division teams. So, of course, want to thank all of our sponsors before we get into today's broadcast. Perky's Used Cars, NDB of Coffeyville. Of course, Gillum Liquor, Community State Bank, Derailed Commodity, and, of course, Coffeyville Community College. So we'll go ahead and take our first break here. We'll come back in a couple of minutes. We'll go over what Coffeyville has done over the past week or so, and maybe we'll talk about what Seward comes into this game with as well. Brand new coach, and of course a team that already has a couple victories under their books. Back in a little bit, you're listening to Red Ravens basketball, US 98.1 KUSN.
Getting results for the Coffeyville Chamber.
Listening to the radio, driving in your car. Radio gets results.
We like it because it gives us another venue to reach out to the audience, because our audiences are very varied. Some are at work, some are driving, some are older, some are younger.
Radio gets results. Radio gets results.
Radio gets results. Call your KUSN rep at 251-3800.
NDB Insurance in Neodesha is your local hometown independent insurance agent. Always here to help. You can call NDB at 325-2645 or visit their website at ndbinsurance.com and let them help you with your insurance needs. They represent numerous insurance companies so they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB of Neodesha at 414 Main Street.
It's this feeling. The one you get when you get your hands dirty. When you finally get it. Because they never told you you couldn't. When you don't just have a piece of paper, you have a career. An invaluable skill set, success. My success story started at CCC. Will yours? Discover Coffeyville Community College. Discover you.
Hello, Al Perky here at Perky's Used Cars. Are you looking for a good used car or pickup at an affordable price? Well, we'd love to have a chance to help you out. Same location, same phone number since 1969. We're here to stay. Our current inventory is on our website at perkysusedcars.com. Plus, we have vehicles arriving daily. Every car sold comes with our 30-day limited warranty. Before you buy, give us a shot. We're located a half a mile west of Buckeye on 1200 Road, southwest of Coffeyville. perkysusedcars.com.
And welcome back here to Nellis Hall in Coffeyville, Kansas. Now under 10 minutes left to go before we start off with the women's contest here today. Of course, the Coffeyville Red Ravens, they welcome the Seward County Saints to Coffeyville. So Connor Harbert here with you on US 98 once again. Real excited for this one here because, of course, it is just another matchup here in the Jayhawk Conference. But for the first time here in the 2021 season, we have fans in attendance. Not a whole lot, of course, 25% capacity here today, but it has been feeling awfully lonely here at Nellis Hall. So obviously real excited to get some of these people back in here. We should have more of crowd noise for you. Maybe not a whole lot because it is just 25% capacity, but we will get some of that crowd noise back here today. So, of course, we look back at what Coffeyville has been able to accomplish over the past week or so. And, last Wednesday was about the most exciting game I've gotten to call in my 2 years here at CCC. So, of course, they won over the Broncbusters, 50-48, a last-second three by Paige Scott. You actually heard that in the opening if you were here for the opening portion of the broadcast here today. Thank you, Matt, for such a lovely opening. But, got the three-pointer. Of course, was a little bit overkill. We're only down 47-48 when that shot was made. But, of course, Scott got the open three and put them over the top. So Coffeyville now sitting at 2-1 in the Jayhawk Conference, 3-1 overall. That's really good for third in the Jayhawk Conference Eastern Division standings. Of course, Butler right now, they are undefeated at 4-0 and 3-0. But then you have a three-way tie for second. Actually, nope, you have Independence at second, They are 2-1 in the conference. However, they have an extra non-conference victory that does put them over the top here at the moment. But then sitting at third, you do have a two-way tie between Cloud and Coffeyville. Fifth place, that'll be Neosho, 2-3 and 1-2 in the conference. Cali 2-3 and 0-3 in the Jayhawk Conference. And then also you have Allen bringing up the rear here, 0-5 and 0-3 in the conference. So, of course, Coffeyville, they've been having themselves some success. Haven't been able to break the 100-point mark since the first game of the season, but they are averaging a solid, 72 points a game here this season. So that's going to be someone to look out for here as the Coffeyville offense tries to get back really to those higher totals. And they're really going to have to maybe do that tonight, as they are going to face a Seward County team that can put up a lot of points as well. Over their first two games of the season, now remember, only 2-0, but they are 2-0 in the conference. They have averaged 94 points a game, 95 against Allen, and 93 against Cali. We'll have to take a short break here. National anthem on the way. You're listening to Red Ravens Basketball, US 98.1 KUSN.
Don't you just love a place that really makes you feel wanted?
Are 2-0 on the season. We were talking about that 94-point average. To start off the season, 95-39 against Allen Community College. Now, of course, we talk about Allen, and we talk about they're really struggling this season, of course, but that is still a very impressive thing to do, to beat a team by 50, no matter who the opponent is. that really kind of shows you that Seward will score, and Seward can score in bunches. Of course, they also hone a victory over Cowley, 93-81, a little bit closer there. And, of course, we do have to go ahead and mention that Cowley is, in fact, 0-3 in the Jayhawk Conference. But I was talking with the Seward County broadcast guys, and they think it's a very tough opening schedule here as well, especially in the men's game, but we'll get to that later. But in the women's contest, you never can really discount Cowley in the women's game as well. So it's going to be fun to see. Of course, when we're kind of feeling each other out, all the teams are kind of seeing what each other offer early on in the season. You really kind of got to kind of take everything with a grain of salt. And it'll be a kind of a proving contest here for Coffeyville to see just how good they really are this season. Of course, Coffeyville on the season, of course, those last two victories, 65-57 over Pratt, and then 50-48 over Garden City. We already talked about that last second three by Paige Scott to lift them up over there. That one loss on the season, that was a pretty close loss, 70-63 under a ranked Hutchinson Blue Dragons team. So I'm really excited for this one. I don't know if you can necessarily tell. Of course, we are here on US 98.1 KUSN. But if you want to watch the live stream of this game with my call right alongside it, you can go to the US 98 YouTube page. Go to youtube.com. As I always say, just type in US 98 in the search bar. I still have not searched it myself, but I'm sure it will show up. I might do that during our next little break here. So we do have about 3.5 minutes until we get back out onto the floor. So our next thing we'll check out here, we'll go ahead and do this before we take one final time out, is take a look at some scoring leaders for both of these teams. First of all, for Seward, you do have, I believe, 3 players in double digits this year. Leading scorer will be Zane Thompson, averaging 18 points a game this season. That is actually both on the season and in the conference. Obviously, did not play any non-conference games this season. But then you also have Ciara Morrow averaging 16.5 points there. And Sydney Wetlaufer, she's averaging 14.5 points a game. So what to expect here from Zane Thompson? She'll shoot the 3-ball. 8 of 19 this season, 42% from beyond the arc. She is a dangerous shooter out there, but also will get in there and make an occasional rebound as well. She'll most likely be your point guard, 5'8", a freshman out of Burnsville, Minnesota. But she will get in there and rebound, much like our own point guard here, Coffeyville, KK Lay. Very good, very rebounding-focused point guard as well. Ciara Morrow, she will also shoot the 3. Of course, your leading scorers here, really a bunch of 3-point shooters for Seward. Ciara Morrow, 6 of 10 this season through 2 games, so that's a 60% mark from beyond the arc as well. Also 44% from the floor as well. So you can also expect that from Morrow, as Morrow is a 6'2 forward that will go outside. So, of course, you got a whole bunch of, different variety. You have I don't know what the words I'm looking for here, but you have some players who can do multiple things. That is what you have to look out for when you play Seward here. And then, of course, Sydney Wetlaufer, 7 of 16 from beyond the arc, just 10 of 22 from the field. But she's really looking to shoot that 3-ball more often than not. Wetlaufer, of course, 5'9 freshman out of St. Joseph, but she will actually be on the bench to start off this game. Thompson, Morrow, they are on the starting lineup, but as we'll find out here in a little bit, Wetlaufer is your substitute coming off the bench there as well. So meanwhile, Coffeyville, just one player in double digits. That is going to be Faith Simpson, averaging 15.5 points a game this season, 15.7 when we get to conference play. But as we've seen, some players can make some big plays, even if they're not necessarily averaging it. They can show up, have a big game here. Of course, Devin Wright, she's still averaging 9 points a game. Nakia Cullum, she's averaging 7. And Amaya Josie, she's averaging 6 as well. So you don't really have a consistent leading scorer other than Faye Simpson, but you always have somebody who can join Simpson in that scoring book. And that is what has made Coffeyville pretty dangerous so far here this season. We are going about starting lineups here. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. When we come back, I'll have starting lineups for both sides. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Red Ravens Basketball, US 98.1 KUSN.
Don't you just love a place that really makes you feel wanted and appreciated? Gillum Retail Liquor in Coffeyville is just such a place. They really go the extra mile for their customers. Stop by and you'll see a list of area favorites and adult beverages. Are you looking for something in particular? Well, if it's available anywhere in Kansas, Gillum will do their very best to order it for you. While you're relaxing and listening to the Red Ravens game, choose Gillum Liquor to supply the drinks. You'll find all you need at Gillum Retail Liquor, 1713 West 8th Street in Coffeyville.
And once again, welcome back here to Nellis Hall. Starting lineups being announced here on the floor. First of all, for the Seward County Saints, of course, as I mentioned earlier, your leading scorer, she's going to be a 5'8" point guard, a freshman out of Burnsville, Minnesota. That will be Zanae Thompson. Then you also have on the floor a 5'5", also listed as a point guard, so we'll kind of see how that shakes out. But either way, she's a sophomore out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. That'll be Sierra Lynch. A 5'5" guard, a sophomore out of Des Moines, Iowa. That'll be Sanaa Smith. And then also out on the floor, you'll have the 6'2" forward, a sophomore out of Minneapolis. That'll be Sierra Morrow. Final starter here on the floor, 5'2" point guard out of Minnesota. A lot of Minnesota players here on this roster, by the way. She's also listed as a point guard, but that'll be Mia DeBose. The Saints are coached by head coach Todd Chiochetto, and he is assisted by Greg Ray. Again, a record of 2-0. Seward, of course, located out west in Liberal, Kansas. Now it's time for our starting lineups here for the Coffeyville Red Ravens. They're going to look a bit something like this. Starting out on the floor, it'll be a 5'5" freshman out of Topeka, Kansas. As always, it'll be Dariana Carter starting out on the floor for the Red Ravens. Also on the floor, we saw her first start on Wednesday's game, of course, rewarded Coffeyville with about 8 points in that one. A 5'9" freshman out of Gilbert, Arizona. It will be Amaya Josie. 5'5" sophomore out of Frisco, Texas. Of course, she'll handle your point guard duties here today. That'll be KK Lay. And you'll have the 5'10" sophomore out of Kansas City, Kansas on the floor. 2-year returning starter. That'll be T. Gilmore, commonly known as Tynika Gilmore. Of course, was told she actually goes by T. Gilmore now. So we'll go ahead and get that for you. It'll be T. Gilmore out on the floor tonight. And, of course, your final starter here on the floor, that'll be your leading scorer for the Coffeyville Red Ravens this season. 6'0", a sophomore out of Palisade, Nebraska. That'll be Faith Simpson, averaging just over 15 points a game here this season. The Red Ravens are coached by Tony Turner. He's in his second year as head coach of the Coffeyville Red Ravens. He's assisted by Sierra Shoulders and Sarah Bartell. So on the floor for the Red Ravens, it'll be Carter, Josie, Lay, Gilmore, and Simpson. Out on the floor for the Saints, it will be Thompson, Lynch, Smith, Morrow, and DeBose. So, once again, Connor Harvey here with you on US 98.1 KUSN and on the US 98 YouTube page. Should be a very fun matchup. Like I said, Coffeyville looking to give Seward its first loss of the season, and Seward looking to extend that early season winning streak to 3-0. So it will be Simpson here in the circle to jump for the Red Ravens. She will jump off here against Sierra Morrow. So forward versus forward here in the circle, as the ref will eventually approach the circle, and we will get underway. Again, fans in attendance tonight, 25% capacity here this evening. Saw a number of fans over in the wooden stands off to my front, but of course a lot of fans off in the red back seats behind me as well. Opening tip-off going to be won by Simpson, so Coffeyville going to start off with the basketball here tonight as Josie takes it off to the top of the key, now gives it over to Carter. Carter out the way, now up top to Gilmore. And she'll hand it off to Josie. Josie on the right wing. She's guarded, that'll be by Sanaa Smith. Now of ourselves a traveling violation here. There's Lay's tag with it. First turnover of the game here on Coffeyville. Give the ball back over to the Saints. Again, Coffeyville coming off of that long road trip to Garden City. Feels real good to be in Coffeyville. We'll go on another road trip next Wednesday. Anyway, here's Morrow. Morrow pump fakes. Now going to run on in, but we'll have a foul on the floor. I believe this foul is going to be charged here to KK Lay. Lay gets called with the reach in. Her first personal, first team foul here in quarter number 1. It'll be Seward to inbound underneath their own basket. On the inbounds, it will be DeBose. Guarded by Gilmore. Now gives it back up top. And over to the right, that'll be Thompson. Thompson, your leading scorer out on the floor. 18 points a game this season. Driving into the lane, that'll be Lynch. She'll put it in from about 6, and Seward's up 2-0. Seward adding a little bit of pressure here off the inbounds pass, but Coffeyville able to break it, get it over to Carter. Now gets it over to Amaya Josie. She'll take the 3, and she'll drain it. Amaya Josie, good for her first bucket from the right corner. And Coffeyville back out in front, 3-2. Here's a 3-point shot on the other side. That's good. Mia DeBose equalizes the 3. And once again, Coffeyville finds themselves down by 2. Here's a steal on the other side. And now a foul, and that's going to be a charge. Dariana Carter gets in front, takes the charge. And that'll be a foul and charge to Mia DeBose. So she nails the 3, but also gets a personal foul against her. First foul on her, first team foul And now we'll quickly have our first substitution of the game. As checking in comes Nakia Colum, as Amaya Josie may have actually been hurt on that play. Josie now coming out of the game as Colum replaces her on the floor. We'll watch that one. Let you know if anything progresses here. But here's a ball thrown away by Coffeyville. Actually, nope, they're going to say it was tipped. So it will remain with Coffeyville. Colum to inbound, will find Lay. A minute and a half gone by here. Coffeyville trailing by 2 at 5-3. Pass over to Simpson now on the left wing. She'll be guarded by Morrow. Over to Gilmore, wing-to-wing pass. Now finds Lay. Lay inside to Colum. Colum on the right block. She'll dribble back out. Now tries to find Lay, but she overthrows it. Coffeyville might have themselves the over and back call here. Ball still loose on the floor. Rolling over towards me now, but there to bring it in is Carter. However, the shot clock will expire. And that'll be a violation here on Coffeyville. Another turnover here on the Red Ravens early in this one. So Coffeyville, a couple of turnovers here early on in the first quarter, but trail by 2 here at 5-3. It'll be Thompson with it on the right wing, tries to get it inside, but there for the steal is Simpson. Simpson cutting off the passing lane, toss it off to Lay. Lay trying to find Colum in stride, but it's overthrown, and they'll be coming back the other way. Paige Scott sent to the scorer's table. She'll check in, and she'll replace KK Lay. Already 2 minutes gone by here in this first quarter. Now here's a pass up the wing, going to find Morrow. Simpson almost got back in the passing lane again, but now it's going to be Morrow to the block. Goes over the top, shot up, no good. There for the rebound, though, is DeVos. Smallest player on the floor picking up that rebound. However, Morrow is going to step out of bounds with it. And Coffeyville will take possession. So will be Gilmore to inbound here. Seward going to apply a little pressure. Looks to be more of a trap than anything. They'll get the ball over to Scott. And Scott back over to Carter. Carter across half court. Now going to make a cross-court pass over to Scott. She'll break the pressure. Off to Carter. Carter will direct traffic at the top of the key. Now hands it over to Colum. Colum over to Scott. Scott to her right now. Going to settle at the free throw line. Gets it inside to Gilmore. Gilmore trying to go up with it, but she'll be fouled. And it'll be Gilmore to the line for 2.
Shanae Thompson. Shanae's first personal for again for the Saints, number 5.
So Gilmore to the line for 2. Half foul, by the way, was on Shanae Thompson. A little bit of commotion as Josie heads off to the locker rooms as Gilmore misses the first of 2. By the way, checking in, Wick Kazmirowicz. As Gilmore misses the second of 2, but there for the rebound is Simpson. So Coffeyville will retain possession as Josie comes back to the bench now. As Simpson sits on the left block, now going to try to go up with it. No good, but she is fouled. And that'll be Simpson to the line for 2. So Simpson now going to stand at the line. Coffeyville, of course, still trailing by 2 here at 5-3. As Delma Zita checks in, replacing Sierra Lynch on the floor, it looks like. Simpson this season shooting 64% from the line. Going to get on the board here with her first points. Of course, Coffeyville's only bucket thus far. 3-point shot for Amaya Josie. Still waiting here on our first free throw. And Simpson will sink the first of 2. So Simpson on the board with her first point tonight. Cuts the Seward lead to 1, but will not find the second one. Coffeyville struggling a little bit from the line early. And it'll remain a 1-point game. Back on the other side, that'll be Sierra Lynch driving in. She'll be fouled. And now Lynch going to go to the line for 2. That foul belonged to Paige Scott, her first. And the team's second here in the quarter. First free throw up and away for Lynch is good. She's got 3 now. Had the game's first bucket. And now extends the Saints' lead to 2. Second free throw up and away. Lynch will nail that one as well. Make that 4. Inbounds pass going to come to Carter. Carter in the corner, but she'll bring it up herself. Going to get around the press. Now finds Gilmore. Back over to Carter. Now the press is broken, but one extra pass can be taken away by Sierra Morrow. She gets in the passing lane. Pass it up the floor. We'll find Zita. Zita dribbling to her left. Now going to give it off to Kazmirowicz. She'll go up. Her shot's blocked. Blocked out of bounds. And it'll remain Seward County ball. Checking into the game now, Sydney Wetlaufer. She'll check in, replace Sanaa Smith on the floor. Now remember, Wetlaufer, one of your leading scorers this season. So even though she's off the bench, still a target you have to pay attention to. Ball's inbounded here to Zita. Zita gets it right back off the in, past the block, and she'll find herself a shot from the left side for good. So Zita's on the board. Now it's a 5-point Seward County lead. Carter across half court, going to run into some trouble. Tries to find Cullum. Cullum up to the block, but she'll be forced into a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing over towards Seward. Coffeyville struggling a bit here, opening up this game. Down by 5. 3.5 minutes gone by here in this first quarter of play. Inside pass, that'll be Morrow. Morrow guarded by Simpson. Going to be double teamed, but able to get it back out now to Lynch. Lynch now on over to Zita. Zita going to direct traffic over on the right wing. Zita a couple steps to her left. Going to take the deep three. Too far to the right, though. There for the rebound is Simpson. Simpson will bring the ball across half court now. Now gets it into the corner over to Cullum. Cullum back up top to Carter. Carter going to swing it around. Finds Scott. Scott to the left wing. Now going to try to find Gilmore. Might have been a push. No whistle, though. Gets it over to Cullum. She'll try to go up with it. And now another jump ball. However, Coffeyville does have possession of the basketball. Thought there might have been a push on Seward, trying to get the ball inside to Gilmore. But there was no whistle. I believe that is what head coach Tony Turner wants to know. Either way, Carter to inbound it. We'll find Simpson, but her shot's blocked on the left elbow. Going to get her own rebound, though, now. And she goes on in, and we'll have ourselves another jump ball. Of course, possession arrow moving very quickly here at the moment. Now going to point over towards Seward. And the Saints will come back the other way now. Coffeyville trailing by 5 at 9-4. Lynch will bring it across half court. Going to dribble to the top of the key. Now finds Morrow. Morrow pump fakes. Going to drive on in. But we'll have a double dribble call here on Morrow before she was able to put any shot up. And Coffeyville once again will get that ball back. Bit of hot potato here at the moment as we'll have ourselves another substitution for Seward. That'll be Medina Kamara checking in. She replaced Lynch on the floor. So Gilmore to check in. We'll get it into Carter. Carter up the floor. Now going to get it across to Cullum. Cullum across half court. Will now find over to Scott on the left wing. Scott a couple steps to her right. Gets it to Carter at the top of the key. But now before we get any more of this offensive possession, head coach Tony Turner wants to take a timeout and talk things over here with this Red Ravens team. So Coffeyville trails by 5. 5:22. On the floor right now, Scott, Cullum, Gilmore, Carter, and Simpson. Ball's inbounded over to Carter. She'll bring it across half court. That shot clock moves down to 10. Gilmore off to her left, trying to find Cullum. Now 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Cullum going to drive in, tries to put up a shot. Will get the bucket, and she'll be fouled as well. Cullum's been looking for that drive all game. She'll get it this time round, and she'll get the foul to boot. Foul will go on Seward's Hulda Joachim, her first personal, and the 4th team foul of the quarter. Free throw up and away, and it's good. So Cullum converts the and one. That'll cut this lead back down to 2. 9-7 in favor of Seward. Zeta across half court, dribbling over to the left wing. She'll be guarded by Carter. Coffeyville in that man-to-man defense. Here's a pass into the corner. Now over to the block to Joaquin. She'll kick it back out top. Zeta for three from the top of the key. Front of the rim, no good. Fight for the rebound. Loose ball on the floor. It'll be picked up by Kamara. However, her pass up to the key is stolen away by Scott. Scott going coast to coast here. Going to settle in the corner. Now gets it inside over to Colum. Colum going to square up to the basket, but it's ripped away from behind by Zeta. Zeta up the floor. Now finds Kazmirowicz. We'll rotate it around. Now get it over to, that'll be Kamara taking the three. However, it's too short. But there to pick up the rebound is Swetloffer. And she'll put it back through for two. Swetloffer on the board. And it'll be a 4-point Seward lead once again, 11-7. Just over halfway through this first quarter. Scott, top of the key, going to take the three. Too far to the left, though. Fight for the rebound. Brought down by Wetloffer, but now the ball's going to end up loose on the floor. Simpson going to dive on it. Tries to get over to Gilmore, and now we'll have ourselves a foul. Gilmore pushed from behind. That'll be another foul here on Seward, and that'll put Coffeyville here in the double bonus. So some free throws coming up here for Coffeyville. As that foul is going to be charged to Seward's Medina Kamara. Her first. And again, the team's fifth. So it will be T. Gilmore to the line. She'll shoot two as KK Lake checks back in, replacing Dariana Carter. Martina Ashleman also sent to the scorer's table, but she will be checking in for Gilmore here in a moment. Gilmore takes the first of two off the front of the rim, no good. Gilmore 0 for 3 from the line early on in this one. Has another opportunity here. It's up and away and good. Gilmore makes it good on the fourth attempt here as Ashleman checks in. Apologies, I've been saying Ashleman all season long. Told before today, it's actually Ashleman, so I'm sorry about that. No harm, no foul. Seward back on the other side, though. Pass up to the top of the key. Now over to the left wing. It's going to be sent over to Samah Smith. Eventually going to end up in the hands. That's going to be Cabria Jamerson. Jamerson going to drive into the left. She'll be fouled on her way up. Nakia Colm will be charged with a foul. Colm tagged with the foul. That's her first. And again, that'll be Cabria Jamerson sent to the line as she'll miss the first free throw to the right. Another one on its way, though. It'll bounce off the front of the rim. Long rebound, though. Going to get over the top of Ashleman. And Seward County will retain possession. Pass out. That'll be Andrea Gray for three from the left wing. No good, though. Off the back of the rim. Going to get over the top once again. Seward still on offense. Ends up in the hands of Smith. Smith going to drive into the left block. Pass it out. It's going to be Gray driving to her right. Now outside once again, it's going to be Lynch. Lynch's shot's blocked, almost heads out of bounds, but there to recover is Simpson. Simpson, nice behind-the-back pass there to find Lay. But Lay now going to have to get past Lynch across half court. Lynch up the left side of the floor, now going to pass it over to Scott. Scott setting up, pump fakes, now spins back to her right. And get it inside to Ashleman. Ashleman back up top to Colm. Colm going to take a three. On target? Yes, it is. Nakia Colm good for three. She'll have 5 now. Back on the other side, a foul. See who that one's charged to. It'll be charged to Nakia Colm once again. Nope, excuse me, Faith Simpson. That's Faith's first. And the team's fourth. So both teams down to double bonus here. As we inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Seward County with possession. Pass is going to find its way in on to Cabrea Jamerson. To the right wing now. Scott almost going to get a hand on it. Now the ball heads out of bounds, and actually Coffeyville will take possession. So Paige Scott showing the quick hands there. Trying to recover it was Jamerson, but she wasn't able to bring it back under control. Dribbled it out of bounds, and so Coffeyville takes control. We're all tied up. 11 apiece, 2:44 remaining here in this first quarter. Layup. The middle of the floor, now going to find a pass over to Ashleman. Simpson wide open underneath, but can't connect the pass. It is tipped out of bounds by Sierra Morrow. Actually, nope, they're going to say it was last touched by Ashleman. So it'll be Seward basketball. Simpson was wide open underneath. Tried to go over the top, though. You can't necessarily go over the top of Morrow. So now Smith with the basketball. Now up top to DeBose. She's back out onto the floor. Now gives it on over to Gray. Gray to her right. Going to throw up a shot. Too far to the right, though. And there for the rebound is Cullum. Leg hands it off to Cullum as she dribbles up the left side. Now we'll hand it off over to Scott. Scott squared up to the basket. Now gives it over to Lay. Facing at the top of the key over to, well, now we'll switch places with Cullum. Pass off to Scott. Now inside. It's Simpson. Simpson going to be double teamed. Block to block pass. Cullum's shot's no good. Had the open bunny underneath. Just couldn't bring it home. DeBose with it here at the top of the key. Now we'll hand it off over to Morrow. Morrow deep three. Back of the rim. No good. High rebound though. Cullum's able to bring it in, but now a fight inside. But they'll call a foul here, I believe, on Sanaa Smith. Or maybe that one might be on DeBose. Either way, it'll lead to free throws here for Nakia Cullum. No, it will go on Sanaa Smith. It will be Nakia. Words are hard. Nakia Cullum at the line for 2 free throws. Trying to combine her name and Sanaa Smith's name and all kinds of names. But before we get this first free throw, we will have Devin Wright stepping into the game, replacing Simpson on the floor. Free throw up and away for Cullum. That one's good. And Cullum now still your leading scorer. She has 7. Second free throw up and away. That one also good. So Cullum's got 8 here early on in this one. Already over her average for the season. Came into this game averaging 7 points. Sierra Morrow, top of the key, going to dribble over to the right block. She is double teamed. Right, going to try to block that shot, and she does. Ball does out of bounds. Last touch by Coffeyville. The Lynch to inbound it underneath the Seward County basket. Trying to find DeBose. She does. Now here's the handoff over to Lynch. Lynch shot from about 5, no good, but there for the rebound is DeBose. Shot might have been tipped there. Ball now loose on the floor, picked up by Morrow. Morrow underneath, DeBose wide open left side layup. That's good. Coffeyville, as they have at points this season, having some trouble picking up on the defensive rebound. A lot of offensive rebounds here early for Seward County. But it is all tied up. Once again, 13 apiece. And now a foul here. It looks like we'll be sending KK Lay to the line. Foul going to be charged to Seward's Maya DeBose. Her second. And again, still 5 team fouls here. As Kazmirowicz checks in. First free throw for Lay is no good. And so we'll stay tied here at 13. 1:06 remaining in this first quarter. Lay's got another one coming. And she'll make it good. Lay goes 1 of 2 from the line. She's on the board tonight with her first point. Coffeyville again leads by 1 at 14-13. Morrow at the top of the key. Couple steps to her right. We'll hand it off to Kazmirowicz. Now back out. That'll be over to Thompson. And now they'll rotate it around, eventually finding the hands of Sierra Lynch. Lynch will dribble into the corner, trying to look inside for Morrow. They want that matchup against Devin Wright. However, a pass out to Kazmirowicz. She'll take the 3, nothing but air on the right side. However, Lynch almost saves it, but she saves it right into the hands of one Devin Lynch. Lynch back on the other side, having a little bit of trouble bringing it in. Able to find Ashelman, but she can't bring it in herself. She'll dribble it out of bounds, and it will be Seward County ball. Donna Thompson, cross half court. She'll be picked up by Carter. Caulfield still sticking with that man-to-man. Inside block will be Morrow. Morrow block to block pass over to Lynch. Lynch one dribble, spins around to her right. Shot no good. Morrow there for the rebound. She'll be fouled on her way up. And she'll head to the line for some free throws. Another offensive rebound here for Seward. Foul will be on Devin Wright. That is her first. Both teams with 5 fouls here in the quarter. Might not mean a whole lot in the grand scheme of things with 18 seconds left on the clock, but we'll have free throws. Morrow's first free throw, no good. For the time being, it will remain a 1-point Coffeyville lead. Holder Joaquin sent to the scorer's table here, but it looks like she might be checking in for Morrow, as the second free throw is good. That'll be the case. So Joaquin checks in. 18 seconds left on the clock, all tied up at 14. Coffeyville with the control of the basketball. Ashelman's inbounds pass actually tipped. However, Lay is able to bring it back in. Lay across the left side of the floor. Kazmirowicz with her step for step. Gives it over to Ashelman. Ashelman up top to Carter. Carter driving off to her right. Going to try to go up with it, but we might have ourselves a charge. And we will. Carter picks up the foul, her first. No free throws on an offensive foul, though. But Seward might have a chance here for the last shot of the first quarter with 6 seconds remaining. Substitutions here. It'll be Thelma Zita checking in. Also checking in, Maya DeBose. JoJo Monroe as well going to check in here for Coffeyville. She replaced KK Lay. 6 seconds left. DeBose going to take possession of the basketball. Actually going to drive all the way in, basically untouched. However, her layup is no good. And that's how we'll end the first quarter of play. So Coffeyville maybe a bit bailed out there on the defensive miscommunication, but we will end the first quarter with an all tied up ball game. It's 14 apiece between Seward County and Coffeyville. We'll take a minute-long break. Come back, we'll have your second quarter of action, but don't go anywhere. Listen to Red Ravens basketball.
Communications outreach today.
NDB Insurance in Neodesha is your local hometown independent insurance agent. Always here to help. You can call NDB at 325-2645 or visit their website at ndbinsurance.com and let them help you with your insurance needs. They represent numerous insurance companies so they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB of Neodesha at 414 Main Street.
And welcome back to Nellis Hall here in Coffeyville, Kansas. 1 quarter in the books of this women's contest. We are all tied up here at 14 apiece. As Coffeyville looks for their 4th victory of the season over a 2-0 Seward County squad. Connor Harbert here with you, US 98.1 KUSN. Also on the US 98 YouTube page. Lay with the basketball. She'll give it on over to Scott. Now trying to get it inside to Simpson. Simpson double team, tries to go up with it. Shot blocked. It will head out of bounds. Will remain here with Coffeyville. Out on the floor right now, it looks to be Gilmore, Simpson, Scott, Lay, and Carter for Coffeyville. Lay inbounds the ball over to Simpson. Simpson driving right side, tries to put up a shot, but again it's blocked by Morrow. And it'll be Seward back the other way. Zita with it on the left wing. Pass it up top to Lynch. Lynch driving in left side, now gives it back to Zita. Zita quickly over to Wetlaufer. And over to Joaquin. Joaquin going to travel with it. Ball goes back over to Coffeyville. Gilmore to inbound. It'll be Lay coming up the floor. She's guarded by Lynch. Seward County also in man-to-man. Pretty straightforward defensive game. Both teams just sticking with that man-to-man as Carter comes forward. Now hands it off over to Gilmore. Gilmore to her right will find Lay. Now over to Carter. Carter inside to Simpson. Tries to get it back out to Gilmore, but they're going to toss it away. That'll be over and back as Scott recovers it. It'll be Seward County ball. Fans still trickling in here today. Again, 25% attendance. As decided by the Jayhawk Conference. They'll be revisiting that issue sometime next month, I believe March 5th. Foul on the three-point shot here on Simpson. Actually, nope, they're going to say 2. Guess she was a step inside the line, but either way, it will be a foul here on Simpson. Her second, and the team's first of the quarter. The Devin Wright to check in. She'll replace Simpson. As it stands at the line, Sierra Morrow. And Morrow, one of your leading scorers coming into this game, as she sinks the first free throw, averaging 16.5. Will sink the first free throw, so that makes 2 now tonight. Seward County back on top, 15-14. Came into this game at 100% free throw shooter. Has already missed one tonight, but now currently 3 of 4. She'll sink free throw number 2. So now a 2-point Seward County lead. Trying to trap Lay, but she's able to find Scott. Scott for 3. Off the backboard, no good. Rebound still popping around here, but it's going to be brought in eventually by Seward County. Lynch back the other way, going to drive into the lane. Now spins around, pass it back out. 3-point shot, Wetlaufer, that's good. 5-point Seward County lead once again. Caulfield was able to tie it up last time we got to a 5-point lead. See if they can get back into this one now. Carter left wing, now back up top to Lay. Lay going to drive right side, now back out, now gets over to Carter. Carter going to take the open 3, front of the rim, no good. There for the rebound, though, is Pillmore. Her putback attempt is no good, though. And again, Caulfield comes up empty. Lynch the other way, going to get it over into the corner for Joaquin. She'll take a 3, too far to the right, might have been tipped, but there to recover it is Lay. Looks like checking in a moment, it'll be Nia Cullum. Lay takes it on the left wing. A few steps to her right. Now gives it over to Carter. Carter up top. That'll be Scott. And now over to Gilmore. Excuse me, that's right. Now she'll give it off to Gilmore. Numbers are hard, but they'll give it over to Lay on the left wing. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Inside to right. Right spins around. Has to do something with it. Finds Lay. Lay will have to shoot it quickly. Takes a 16-footer. Shot was blocked. Shot clock violation. And Seward takes over. Colm will check in, replacing Dariana Carter. And for the first time here in this game, we will see Taylor Lewis. She replaced Devin Wright. It will be Seward County ball. As Delma Zita comes across half court. Play with it, coast to coast, left side layup, that's good. Zita goes right on by for the bucket. First 6 points of the quarter belong to Seward. And now our largest lead of the game here at 21-14. Gilmore up the floor, going to find Cullum. Cullum underneath to Lewis. Lewis falls on the floor, but she is fouled. And so Seward County will pick up their first foul of the quarter. That one will belong to, it'll be on Cabrea Jamerson. Her first.
Get back, just get back. So you know you're going.
It won't be at the line here with the quarter switch. It'll actually be Caulfield inbounding underneath. Mackenzie Davis checking in. She replaces Paige Scott on the floor. Scott getting plenty of minutes here. Slay makes the pass over to Gilmore. Gilmore to her left of the free throw line. Now hands it off to Cullum. Back up top to Davis. Rotating around. Now 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Cullum over to Gilmore now. Gilmore going to have to do something with it here. 2 seconds left in the shot clock. Ball ends up heading out of bounds. And there'll be another turnover here on Coffeyville.
Why are y'all playing scared, man? Just playing scared.
Coffeyville seeming to have a little bit of trouble with the shot clock here today as the pass is made over to Morrow. Morrow going to take a 3 right wing, nothing but net. Coffeyville having a real hard time coming out of the first quarter break. The first 9 points of the quarter belong to Seward County, and Coffeyville now trails by double digits for the first time here at 24-14.
That includes closings and cancellations due to winter weather. Schools, businesses, and events will let you know when they're canceled or postponed due to winter storms. Severe weather coverage, along with closings and cancellations, are brought to you by Eck Heat and Air and H&H Roofing. Here on KUSN 98.1 FM.
Shot from the left elbow. Nakia Cullum is no good as we come back to action here. 6:40 remaining on the clock. Back quickly the other way is Jameson. She'll pass it up top to the key. Morrow again for three. This time much too short. He'll head out of bounds. And Caulfield will take control. But Caulfield trailing by 10. Start of the first quarter, just a 1-point game. 15-14. But it has been all Seward County so far here in the second quarter. Ball just thrown away here by Gilmore. So a quick turnover on Coffeyville. We'll send the Saints right on back the other way. Checking into the game once again, Martina Ashleman. Now Sydney Wetlaufer will check in, replacing Hulda Joaquim on the floor. So 24-14, 6:26 remaining here in the second quarter. Delma Zeta driving on in, now going to swing it on out to Wetlaufer. Up top now, it's Jamerson. Off to Kamara, up top to Wetlaufer. Give it on over. Jamerson going to throw this one away. And Caulfield going to get the ball right on back. Few unforced turnovers here in this game thus far. Of course, we'll get you some full stats at halftime. Just conjecturing here at the moment. But we have had quite a few unforced turnovers. You don't differentiate between forced and unforced, but that's just the way things are. Here's a forced turnover. That's going to be a steal for Zeta. Left side layup. That's good. Zeta's got 6 now. It's a 12-point Seward County lead here at 26-14. Davis up the left side. She'll toss it up to Lay. Lay top of the key. Now gives it over to Davis. Davis over to Cullum. Cullum going to take a three. Off target, too far to the left. Ball ends up out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by Seward, so Caulfield will retain possession. Checking in, JoJo Monroe, as well as Garyana Carter. Lay will step out of the game, as will Nakia Cullum. So it will be Caulfield to inbound from underneath. It will be Davis to check it in. She'll toss it up top over to Monroe. Monroe off to the left wing. That's Carter. Now up top is Ashleman. 15 seconds left on the shot clock as Carter dribbles to the top of the key. Now directing traffic. She'll swing it over to Ashleman. Ashleman off to Davis. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Davis trying to drive in. Toss it out to Ashleman. She'll take the three. Buries it. Martina Ashleman good for three. Her first of the game. And we're back down to single digits at 26-17. Back on the other side, going to swing it through. Wetlaufer with it in the corner. Off to Jamerson for three. She'll match it. Cabrera Jamerson, good for three, and we're back out to 12 now. Up the floor, finds Ashleman. On the right wing, spins back around. Now going to get up top to Carter. Carter into the corner is Davis. Now over to Monroe. Monroe going to drive in left side. Tries to go block to block, but she's fouled before that. Second foul of the half, of the quarter, here on Seward. The foul will be charged to Andrea Gray, her first. Sunday Thompson checks back in here for Seward. Pen bounce pass goes over to Carter. Off to Lewis, now up top to Monroe. Over to Carter, now off to Ashleman. Trying to get it inside Lewis. We'll find her. Lewis going to be double teamed. Swings around to find Monroe. Monroe for three. Too far to the left. No good, but there for the rebound is Lewis. However, Lewis can't keep it controlled. He'll lose control of it. It'll be Zeta back the other way. Zeta going to drive on in. Her shot's underneath. Bounces off the bottom of the backboard. Picked up by Carter. Carter going to come back quickly the other way. She'll be double teamed, but is able to get it over to Ashleman. Swings her over. Finds Davis. And now back the other way. Eventually giving it off to Carter. Up top, it's Monroe. She'll drive into the lane, pass it back out. Carter for three. On target? No, too short. There for the rebound is Monroe. She'll throw one up from about 8, and she'll make it good. So JoJo Monroe, good for 2. She's on the board tonight. We're back down to 10. Sonny Thompson, 3 on the other side. Back of the rim, no good. High arcing rebound. It's brought down by Wetlaufer. Shot tip by Ashleman. Heads out of bounds. They'll say it was last touched by Seward. So Caulfield takes control. Kevin Wright checking back in here, replacing Lewis. Ashleman hands it off to Carter. Carter going to dribble up the right side of the floor here, guarded by Zeta. Well, picks up her dribble, now going to just toss one over the way. And Seward takes possession. Thompson with it, swings it on over to the left wing. Gray for three, yes. Defensive breakdown there. Wide open three for Andrea Gray. She makes it good. 32-19, 3.5 minutes left in this second quarter. Ball stolen away here by Zeta. Numbers back the other way. Gray from the left block. That's good. Gray's got another two here. It's the largest lead of the game now at 15. And Coach Turner is going to take himself another timeout. So Coffeyville in a bad way here at the moment, trailing by 15. 34-19 here to the Seward.
We're located a half a mile west of Buckeye on 1200 Road, southwest of Coffeyville. PerkysUsedCars.com.
Helping you move forward. That's what Coffeyville Community College does. Whether you want to increase your ability to advance at work, learning to earn a 2-year, or just want to expand your horizons, Coffeyville Community College can help. And CCC is flexible, offering a traditional college setting. Fast 8-week classes or even online classes. CCC can meet your needs your way. Call CCC at 620-251-7700 or visit them online at coffeyville.edu. We are Coffeyville Community College.
3:06, shot from outside, no good here for Ashman. It's rebounded by Seward. They'll push it up the floor. It's going to be DeBose. She'll dribble up to the left block, throws up a shot. It's no good, but there for the rebound is Wetlaufer. She'll put it back in. Excuse me, not Wetlaufer. That'll actually be Renee Elbarky getting her first minutes in this one. But she does make it good. Now it's a 17-point Seward County lead. Ball almost stolen away, but Davis able to bring it up the right side. Now gives it over to Monroe. She'll bring it finally across half court, almost getting the 10-second count there. 3-point shot, Cullum no good. There for the rebound once again is DeBose. Caulfield trailing by 17. Coming back quickly is Seward County. 3 from the left wing, Sanaa Smith. That's no good. Davis going to rope in the rebound. Davis in a little bit of trouble, but she'll be fouled. Renee Elbarky will pick up her first. First personal, third team foul of the quarter. Now KK Lay will check in, replacing Cullum. Replacing Joja Monroe. Paige Scott also checked in, by the way. She does replace Cullum. Davis to inbound will find Scott. Scott one dribble, hands it off over to Lay. Lay will bring it up the floor. Has to break the pressure here. In a little bit of trouble. And now she'll travel with it. Coffeyville caught out by the pressure there, and Seward County going to take control. This has not been a good quarter for Coffeyville. That is a bit of an understatement. It's a 1-point game coming into the quarter. We now look at a 17-point Seward County lead. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Elbarky up top. Now driving in, it's Smith. Smith guarded by Davis. Now gives it back out to Kazmierowicz. Out to Thompson. Thompson top of the key. Driving to her right now. Now finds Elbarky. She'll take a three, but it's too short. It'll head out of bounds, and it will become Coffeyville basketball. 1:59 remaining in the quarter. Davis to inbound, but a substitution. As Ciara Morrow checks in. Places Elbarky on the floor. As Lay will take it, now gives it back on over to Davis. Davis one dribble, now back to Lay. Lay going to center the basketball, comes across half court. Lay going to be trapped, but is able to find Davis. Davis now back off to Lay. Lay at the top of the key, swings it over, finds Davis on the left wing. Up top, over to Ashelman. Ashelman off to right. Hyde sitting on the right key. Over to the top is Davis. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Going to find Lay. Lay to her left. Has to pass it back out. Scott, open three, top of the key. Too far to the right, though. Doesn't find rim. Would have been a shot clock violation, but it is a rebound for Seward. So we're going to push the basketball. We'll find Kazmierowicz. She'll take a three from the corner. Left side of the rim, no good. And there to bring it in is Scott. Still a 17-point Seward advantage, 36-19. Now just over a minute remaining. Ashelman over to Scott now on the left wing. Scott up top to Lay. Lay to her left on the left elbow. Tries to find right. Ball ends up on the floor. Now we'll have a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing towards Seward. Thelma Zeta going to check in now for Seward. And she'll bring the ball across here. She dribbles right to the right wing. Now gives it off over to Morrow. Morrow in the corner, guarded by Wright. And try to look to drive right baseline. Gets to the block, pass it back out. Lynch sets up for three, but pulls it back down. Now finds Sanaa Smith. Smith on over to Lynch. Smith driving to her right. We'll have ourselves a foul on the floor. Foul charged on Paige Scott. Her second. And the team's second. Sydney Wetlaufer checking back in, replacing Smith on the floor. It will be Zeta inbound. Zeta will find Thompson. Thompson going to go up with it with the left hand. Too short, though. Right there to bring in the rebound. 40 seconds remaining here in this first half. Way up the right side, guarded closely by Zeta all the way up. She'll pass it up top to Davis. Davis over to Scott. Scott trying to find a pass across the wings to Lay, but it's stolen away by Zeta. Zeta right side layup is good. Caulfield now being doubled up tonight, 38-19. This second quarter just continues to be a struggle. Pass over to Ashelman. She'll take a three left wing. Too far to the left, no good. But there for the offensive rebound is Ashelman. She'll give it on over to Wright. And Wright is there to put it home. Wright's got her first two. 38-21. Three-point shot at the tail end of the half is going to be no good, right side of the rim. And that's how we'll end the second quarter of play. So just a 1-point lead coming into the quarter extends up to 17 before we head into the locker rooms. Coffeyville will have some work to do if they want to come back here into this one. 38-21 our score. We'll be back here in a few minutes to kind of have your scoring summary for you, set you up for that second half. But for now, it is 38-21 in favor of Seward County. You're listening to Red Ravens basketball, US 98.1 KUSN.
Hey Coffeyville, this is your favorite banker from Community State Bank, and I just popped into your favorite radio station to let you know that interest rates are at an all-time low. So if you've been looking to refinance your home, now is the time. Give us a call at 251-1313 or stop by and see us at 1414 West 11th Street. This has been your favorite banker, Community State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Radio gets results for South Roofing.
Listening to the radio, driving in your car. Radio gets results.
Well, we often have customers say we've heard the best in the West is South on the radio, so that tells us that it's working and people are hearing it.
Radio gets results. Radio gets results.
Call a KUSN rep today at 251-3800.
NDB Insurance in Neodesha is your local hometown independent insurance agent. Always here to help. You can call NDB at 325-2645 or visit their website at ndbinsurance.com and let them help you with your insurance needs. They represent numerous insurance companies so they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB of Neodesha at 414 Main Street.
It's this feeling. The one you get when you get your hands dirty. When you finally get it. Because they never told you you couldn't. When you don't just have a piece of paper, you have a career. An invaluable skill set, success. My success story started at CCC. Will yours? Discover Coffeyville Community College. Discover you.
Hello, Al Perky here, Perky's Used Cars. Are you looking for a good used car or pickup at an affordable price? Well, we'd love to have a chance to help you out. Same location, same phone number since 1969. We're here to stay. Our current inventory is on our website at perkysusedcars.com. Plus, we have vehicles arriving daily. Every car sold comes with our 30-day limited warranty. Before you buy, give us a shot. We're located a half a mile west of Buckeye on 1200 Road, southwest of Coffeyville. perkysusedcars.com.
Don't you just love a place that really makes you feel wanted and appreciated? Gillum Retail Liquor in Coffeyville is just such a place. They really go the extra mile for their customers. Stop by and you'll see a list of area favorites and adult beverages. Are you looking for something in particular? Well, if it's available anywhere in Kansas, Gillum will do their very best to order it for you. While you're relaxing and listening to the Red Ravens game, choose Gillum Liquor to supply the drinks. You'll find all you need at Gillum Retail Liquor, 1713 West 8th Street in Coffeyville.
Hey Coffeyville, this is your favorite banker from Community State Bank, and I just popped into your favorite radio station to let you know that interest rates are at an all-time low. So if you've been looking to refinance your home, now is the time. Give us a call at 251-1313 or stop by and see us at 1414 West 11th Street. This has been your favorite banker, Community State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
213, So many auctions, so little time. Wouldn't it be great if there was a website that informs you on all the local auctions? Head over to kggfradio.com and click on the community page for upcoming auctions. You'll find listings of participating auctioneers and their website with all the details on what will be up for bid. We'll also talk about approaching auctions on Open Line on the mighty 690. All auction info, all in one place. kggfradio.com's community page.
Y'all in, y'all done. Told them. Don't you just love a place that really makes you feel wanted and appreciated? Gillum Retail Liquor in Coffeyville is just such a place. They really go the extra mile for their customers. Stop by and you'll see a list of area favorites and adult beverages. Are you looking for something in particular? Well, if it's available anywhere in Kansas, Gillum will do their very best to order it for you. While you're relaxing and listening to the Red Ravens game, choose Gillum Liquor to supply the drinks. You'll find all you need at Gillum Retail Liquor, 1713 West 8th Street in Coffeyville.
And welcome back here to Nellis Hall here in Coffeyville, Kansas. We are on halftime of the women's contest. Coffeyville currently finding themselves in a bit of a hole, down 17 points to the Seward County Saints, 38-21. Connor Harvard here with you on US 98.1 KUSN and, of course, the US 98 Facebook or the YouTube page. Excuse me. I'm kind of used to high school at this point where everything's streamed on Facebook, but we are on the US 98 YouTube page. Just go to youtube.com and make sure to search up US 98. But, of course, Coffeyville does find themselves trailing by 17 here at the moment to Seward County by that score of 38-21. Now I have your scoring summary for you for that half. First of all, for Coffeyville, as we do take a look at them, 21 points. Leading the way, Nakia Cullum here at the moment does have 8 points. She is joined in the scoring books by Martina Ashland. She had the 3-point shot. Amaya Josie also had a 3. Didn't see a whole lot of Amaya Josie because of that situation we had. Don't know if that was an injury or quite what that was, but Josie did not get a lot of time in that first half. Other scores did include JoJo Monroe and Devin Wright, each with 2, and then KK Lay, T. Gilmore, and Faith Simpson all had 1 point as well. Meanwhile, for Seward, of course, they had 38. Leading the way for them, that was Delma Zita. She currently has 8. Other scores include Andrea Gray with 5, Sydney Wettlaufer with 5, and Maya DeBose with 5 as well. Sierra Lynch and Sierra Morrow each had 4. Tabria Jamerson had 3, and Renee Melbarkey, she had a couple points there as well. So, Coffeyville, of course, find themselves down by 17. Bit of a deficit to overcome here, but if you remember, they have found themselves in deficit so far here this season. We still have 20 minutes of basketball left to play. Anything certainly could happen here as Coffeyville tries to look for that 4th victory here of the season. So we'll go and take another break here. I'll gather up some more stats for you. We'll come back and talk about those and see how kind of Coffeyville has fallen into this big deficit against the Saints of Seward. Back in a little bit, you're listening to Red Ravens Basketball, US 98.1 KUSN.
Does your business need radio communications facilities? KCD Towers has tower space available. They can meet your needs in Chautauqua, Montgomery, and Labette counties in southeast Kansas, and Osage, Washington, and Nowata counties in northeast Oklahoma with expanded coverage across the area. Tower space for cellular or two-way communications? Let's talk. Call Kevin Potter, 918-336-1001, or go online to bartlesvilleradio.com and click on Rent Tower Space under the Contact tab. Start your communications outreach today.
NDB Insurance in Neodesha is your local hometown independent insurance agent. Always here to help. You can call NDB at 325-2645 or visit their website at ndbinsurance.com and let them help you with your insurance needs. They represent numerous insurance companies so they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB of Neodesha at 414 Main Street.
You can count on US 98 for severe weather coverage. When a storm is getting ready to blow in, we'll keep you up to date. That includes closings and cancellations due to winter weather. Schools, businesses, and events will let you know when they're canceled or postponed due to winter storms. Severe weather coverage, along with closings and cancellations, are brought to you by Eck Heat and Air and H&H Roofing. Here on KUSN 98.1 FM.
Hello, Al Perky here, Perky's Used Cars. Are you looking for a good used car or pickup at an affordable price? Well, we'd love to have a chance to help you out. Same location, same phone number since 1969. We're here to stay. Our current inventory is on our website at perkysusedcars.com. Plus, we have vehicles arriving daily. Every car sold comes with our 30-day limited warranty. Before you buy, give us a shot. We're located a half a mile west of Buckeye on 1200 Road, southwest of Coffeyville. perkysusedcars.com.
Helping you move forward. That's what Coffeyville Community College does. Whether you want to increase your ability to advance at work, learning to earn a 2-year, or just want to expand your horizons, Coffeyville Community College can help. And CCC is flexible, offering a traditional college setting. Fast 8-week classes or even online classes. CCC can meet your needs your way. Call CCC at 620-251-7700 or visit them online at coffeyville.edu. We are Coffeyville Community College.
Hey Coffeyville, this is your favorite banker from Community State Bank, and I just popped into your favorite radio station to let you know that interest rates are at an all-time low. So if you've been looking to refinance your home, now is the time. Give us a call at 251-1313 or stop by and see us at 1414 West 11th Street. This has been your favorite banker, Community State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And welcome back here to Nellis Hall in Coffeyville, Kansas. About 5 more minutes in this halftime period. Coffeyville currently find themselves trailing to Seward 38-21 as we come into this halftime period. Connor Harbin here with you today, of course, on US 98.1 KUSN and the US 98 YouTube page. Hey, before we get into some more stats here, let's try something new. I have got yourself a scoring update from around the Jayhawk Conference. Of course, like I mentioned briefly at the beginning of the year, I upgraded my equipment. I have a laptop now, and so I'm able to connect to the internet and actually bring you some live scoring from across the Jayhawk Conference. So we take a look at some of those women's games that are also taking place here at the moment. A game already final. Colby Community College has actually taken down Allen County Community College 72-49. That game was played in Iola, but Colby gets over the top of Allen here tonight. Meanwhile, at the end of the third quarter, Independence Community College leads Dodge City Community College 52-44. And at the start of the third quarter, currently it is actually, that's actually not a Division I game. We'll go ahead and mention it anyway since I've already started. Johnson County currently leading Metropolitan 41-23. Of course, Johnson County also in the Jayhawk Conference, but they do play down in Division II. Of course, we also have at the start of the third, currently it is Garden City leading Neosho County. They lead 42-34. And then, of course, we will have some other games starting off here in a little bit, but those are all 5:30 starts. You got Cloud County taking on Hutchinson. You've got Butler taking on Pratt. And then you've got Northwest Kansas Technical College taking on Cowley College. So those games will start a little bit later tonight. Of course, we'll also have some men's contests for you. Most of the time, it is going to be a double header, so we'll talk about those. We'll have some scoring updates for you there during the men's contest here tonight. But, of course, we do have the women's game in front of us right now. Coffeyville, they do trail by 17 points here at the moment to Seward. And really, unforced turnovers. That's really what you got to look for here. 18 turnovers compared to just 11 for Seward here at the moment. A lot of unforced, some forced as well, but just turning the ball over way too much here at the moment. That's what really contributed to this 17-point deficit. I said it was a 1-point lead at the end of the first quarter. It was actually tied at 14 apiece, but a 24-7 deficit across that second 10 minutes. really has kind of put the marker here on this game thus far. Largest lead of the game was 19 points. Seward over Coffeyville, of course. There were 4 lead changes and 3 ties, most of those coming in the first quarter. Longest run of the game, Coffeyville, they went on a 9-2 run. Remember, we're trailing by 5 early in the first quarter, but then we're able to put themselves back on top for a little bit. Of course, that Seward 15-1 run really kind of the difference. But that was their longest run of the game as well. So I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and take another time out here. When we come back, it'll be time for the second half of this one. Again, Coffeyville trails by 17 to Seward 38-21. So we'll be back here in a couple of minutes, but don't go anywhere. You're listening to Red Ravens Basketball, US 98.1 KUSN.
Listening to the radio, driving in your car. Radio gets results.
I think the branding, it's all about branding and repetition, keeping your name out in front of people. And what we have, there's not a person that I haven't ran into that has not told me they haven't heard it.
Radio gets results. Radio gets results.
Get results. Call your KUSN rep at 251-3800.
NDB Insurance in Neodesha is your local hometown independent insurance agent. Always here to help. You can call NDB at 325-2645 or visit their website at ndbinsurance.com and let them help you with your insurance needs. They represent numerous insurance companies so they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB of Neodesha at 414 Main Street.
It's this feeling. The one you get when you get your hands dirty. When you finally get it. Because they never told you you couldn't. When you don't just have a piece of paper, you have a career. An invaluable skill set, success. My success story started at CCC. Will yours? Discover Coffeyville Community College. Discover you.
And welcome back here to Nellis Hall here in Coffeyville. We're going to get started here with the second half now. 38-21. Coffeyville does trail the Seward County Saints. It will be Coffeyville basketball to start things out here. It does look like it will be, for the most part, starters out on the floor, plus Nakia Cullum. Of course, Amaya Josie still not in the game after coming out earlier in the first quarter. So mostly starters out on the floor, plus Cullum. Looks like also starters out on the floor for Seward, plus Sydney Wetlaufer. She's also on the floor at the moment. This Carter takes it at the top of the key. Going to pass it on over to Lay, over on the right wing. Now gets it inside over to Simpson. Simpson spins around on the block. Shot too short, no good. Long rebound, going to be roped in by Seward. However, ball loose on the floor now as Gilmore pokes it out from behind. Ball rolling all the way to the baseline, but there to eventually recover it is Carter. Coffeyville back on the offensive side of things now as Lay drives up the floor. And now she'll be fouled. And that foul will go on to Medina Kamara. I say it was starters on the floor for Seward, but as I take a look, that's not necessarily the case. But Medina Kamara does pick up the first personal, or second personal, first foul of the quarter. Inbounds pass goes to Simpson. She'll drive into the right block, spins around, going to be double teamed, but is able to find Cullum. Back out now to Lay. Lay going to drive in, right side. Now gets it over to Simpson once again. Simpson on the block, shot up, and we will have ourselves a charge. Simpson tagged with the charge. They're going to say she lowered the shoulder. That'll be her third. And Coffeyville's first of the half. Inbounds pass. That's actually going to go to Morrow on the block. Morrow spins around, throws up the shot. It's no good. Brought down by Carter. Carter up the side, but she's going to try to find a pass over to Lay. It's going to be stolen away. Sierra Lynch, nobody in front of her. Right side layup, it's good. Another turnover here on Coffeyville. That's what I was talking about before we got into this one. Just too many turnovers. Too many offensive possessions for really Coffeyville to handle. Here's an inbounds pass, actually an inside pass to Simpson, but she can't find the bunny. A little bit of contact there, but once again, Coffeyville going to find themselves a steal back on the other fast break. Pass up the floor over to Carter. Carter going to drive in. Tries to go up with it. Shot was tipped, no whistle. Coffeyville still going for the rebound, and eventually we will have a foul. And this will be on the floor, picked up by Sierra Lynch. Lynch is first, and Seward County's second of the quarter. Paige Scott checking in. Replacing Dariana Carter on the floor. Zane Thompson also checking in. As here's the inbounds pass. Simpson shot from the elbow is no good. Too short. And there for the rebound is Lynch. Lynch up quickly to the right side of the floor. Ball going to end up loose now as Colm gets a hand on it. And now have a timeout taken here by Seward. So a lot of chaotic action in the first minute and a half of this quarter, but Seward County does extend their lead to 19. We'll take a full timeout here. 28-24 remaining here in the third quarter of play. 19 points, the deficit right now.
Buckeye on 1200 Road, southwest of Coffeyville. PerkysUsedCars.com.
Don't you just love a place that really makes you feel wanted and appreciated? Gillum Retail Liquor in Coffeyville is just such a place. They really go the extra mile for their customers. Stop by and you'll see a list of area favorites and adult beverages. Are you looking for something in particular? Well, if it's available anywhere in Kansas, Gillum will do their very best to order it for you. While you're relaxing and listening to the Red Ravens game, choose Gillum Liquor to supply the drinks. You'll find all you need at Gillum Retail Liquor, 1713 West 8th Street in Coffeyville.
Back here at Nellis Hall, Seward County controlled the basketball. Inbounds pass goes over to Wettlaufer. Seward County leading by 19 over Coffeyville here at the moment, 40-21. It'll be Delmazita kicking it out. That'll be a three-point shot for Lynch from the right corner, and shot no good. Simpson trying to bring it on down, and now we'll have a jump ball, possession arrow pointing towards Seward. So will remain with Seward. It'll be Zeta inbounded underneath their own basket. Zeta looking for a target. We'll find over to Wettlaufer. Wettlaufer in the corner. Now gives it back up top. It'll be Lynch. Lynch off to her right. Coffeyville still man-to-man defense. Trying to get it inside tomorrow. But she'll double dribble. Turnover here on Seward, but they'll apply the pressure off the inbounds pass. We've seen Coffeyville struggle a little bit with breaking the pressure so far tonight. A couple of passes stolen away. Brought about by this pressure, but this time, Lay will be able to get across half court. Makes the pass over to Scott on the right wing. Scott a couple steps to the left. Now trying to get it inside over to Gilmore. Gilmore double team, but able to put the ball on the floor. Now going to go up with it. Too hard. Simpson's there for the rebound. Puts it back up. Doesn't get the bucket, but she is fouled. She'll head to the line for two. Foul will be on Sydney Wettlaufer. Her first, third team foul of the quarter. Simpson lines up. First free throw, too short. Simpson now 1 of 3 from the line tonight. Simpson 1 point tonight total. Second free throw up and away. This one's too hard. And there to bring it down is Seward. Zeta coast to coast the other direction, trying to swing it back out to the corner, but there to cut it off is Gilmore. She'll knock it out of bounds. It will remain with the Saints, but prevent the wide open three. Inside pass, that'll be Zeta on the block. Pass it back out, tries to find Lynch. Lynch can't bring it in. And it will become Coffeyville basketball. 7:23 here in quarter number 3. Still 19 points, the deficit in this one. Only 2 points coming across in this quarter for either side. That was 2 points for Seward. Coffeyville going to break the pressure, find Scott. She'll give it up top, off to Lay. Now over to Colm on the right wing. Screen set for Colm, going to dribble over to the left wing, but a foul once again going to be charged here to Seward. Charge to Delmazita, her first personal, in the 4th team foul of the quarter. Seward picking up a lot of personal fouls, but as far as I know, nobody above 2 personal fouls tonight. They have spread them out, that is for sure. Although Joaquin going to check into the game now for Seward, as well as Mia DeBose. Scott dribbles off to her left. Ball poked away by DeBose, but Scott able to fall on the floor for it. Ball heads out of bounds. Last touch by Zane Thompson. And it will remain Coffeyville basketball. It'll be Colum to inbound right in front of the scores table here. Looks for a target. Able to find T. Gilmore. Gilmore now over to Lay. Lay off to her right. Lay going to put up a layup. Gets the bucket, and she'll get the foul. No, she will not. It'll be a charge called against Lay. Oh, I don't know about that one. I certainly don't know about that one, and neither does Coach Turner. It'll be a second foul here on KK Lay. Obviously, with a crowd in attendance now, you can definitely feel the displeasure here in this arena. Zane Thompson with it over on the right wing. Now off to the left, it's Joaquin. Pass over to the left block, trying to get it across. Ball is tipped, but ends up in the hands of Wetlaufer. Now on over, that'll be Sanaa Smith. Trying to get it to the block over to Joaquin. Joaquin guarded by Gilmore. Tries to go block to block with it. 3-point shot from the corner is good. Sydney Wetlaufer makes the three. He's got 8 now. And we're up to a 22-point Seward County lead now, 43-21. Lay driving left side, going to throw up a shot. No whistle. A lot of contact made. Shot going to end up bouncing off the backboard. Picked up once again by Seward. DeBose coming back to the left side. End up on the floor. And now we'll have a foul charge to Gilmore. That'll be Gilmore's first, team's third. JoJo Monroe checks in for Lay. Sanaa Smith with it, gives it out to Joaquin. Joaquin trying to get it inside, but the ball is stripped away by Scott. Scott able to find it off to Gilmore. She'll give it on over to Monroe. Monroe will bring the ball up the floor. And now gives it over to Colum. Colum standing on the left wing, yet to put it on the floor. Now she'll do so. Swings it on over to Scott. Scott up top to Gilmore, now finds Monroe. Monroe going to drive the left baseline, goes up with it at the right hand. She's fouled. And Monroe now going to go to the line for 2. Foul on Sanaa Smith, her second. 15 foul, so Coffeyville will get free throws the rest of the quarter. First free throw up for Monroe is good. Monroe's got 3 now. Monroe, of course, from Freeport in the Bahamas. Puts up free throw number 2 and also puts it home. So 2 for 2 goes Monroe. And now we'll have Mackenzie Davis check in. Georgia Monroe checks out. DeVos driving into the lane. Now pass it back out to Smith. Smith off to her right. Now gives it on over to Wetlaufer. Wetlaufer to the block. It's Joaquin. Tries to go over the top of right, and she'll do so. Joaquin good for 2. We're back up to 22 now at 45-23. Davis with it. We'll spin it off over to Monroe. Monroe will come across the half-court line. Stands at the top of the key. Now dribbles it off to Colum. Colum almost had the ball poked away, but it's actually going to be a foul charge to DeBose. And that'll send Colum to the line for 2. That'll be DeBose's third. And there you go. Finally, a Saint picks up more than 2 personal fouls tonight. And so it will be Colum at the line. Colum tonight is your leading scorer for Coffeyville. Has 8. And she puts one off the front of the rim. Coffeyville has been hit or miss from the free throw line tonight. Colum was 3 for 3. But make it 4 for 5. She'll go 1 of 2 this time around. She's got 9 now. Back on the other side, a traveling violation can be called. Joaquin will take an extra step with it and give the ball back over to the Ravens. Ravens trailing by 21 here at 45-24. 4:54 now here in this third quarter. Scott with it. Scott guarded closely here by that Sierra Lynch. She'll hand it off to Jojo. Jojo across half court. She'll be guarded by Sanaa Smith. Pass it back over now to Scott on the right wing. Scott off to her left. Sells at the top of the key. toss it off over to Gilmore. Over to right, now off to Cullum. Cullum going to take a high arcing 15-foot shot. It's out of the back of the rim. And now a foul on the rebound, charged to Mackenzie Davis. Davis coming in hot on the rebound. She'll pick up a foul, her first personal. And the 4th team foul. Substitutions here for Seward. Looks like Andrea Gray stepping back in, as well as Delma Zita. Zita going up the floor, going to settle on the right wing. Now up top to Lynch, now swings it over to Gray. Gray going to travel with it. Got caught up on her own feet there. Coffeyville will take her in control. 2 straight traveling violations now for Seward. Monroe at half court, now dishes off over to Cullum on the left wing, or the right wing, Dribbling over to her left, screen set by Wright, but will keep driving through. Now finds Scott. Back up top now to Wright. Over to Monroe. Monroe driving in right side. Going to have to back on out now. Gives it back on up top over to Davis. Davis drives in, puts up the floater with the right hand. Nothing but net. Davis will put it through. Back to within 19 now. 45-26. Pass inside. It's going to be Morrow on the right block. Goes up with it. She's fouled. And she'll head to the line for 2 as Wright picks up the foul.
Hey, that's the
Be number 2 on Wright.
Number 24, Sierra.
Straight up, that's what you say.
And it will be Morrow at the line. Morrow tonight, 4 points. Make that 5. Now there's another free throw coming. Second free throw is no good. Davis there, blocking out the shooter. She'll get the rebound. And she'll bring it up left side. Davis now into the corner is Scott. Scott trying to get it inside. It's right on the rough block. Spins around, shoots the shot, but it's too hard. They'll head out of bounds. It'll become Seward basketball. Zita coming quickly up the floor, as she often does. Spins around, finds out Lynch on the top of the key. Now to the right wing, trying to get it inside over to Morrow. They'll do so. The pass is made back out from top. Driving in, that shot's no good. That was Kamara with it. Rebound by Lynch. Her shot's no good. Ball eventually heads out of bounds. They'll say it was last touched by Coffeyville. So Seward retains possession. Well, this offensive possession will continue. Martina Ashelman checks back in. Here will place Cullum. Inbounds pass, going to find Lynch. Lynch inside the three-point line, now spins it back out. Kamara, 3 from the corner. That's no good. And Davis there for the rebound. Coffeyville back the other way now as Monroe cuts back to her left. She'll hand it off over to Scott. Scott guarded by Zita. Going to toss it back up to the top over to Davis. Monroe now here on the left block. And we'll have a foul charged underneath.
Fouls on number 11.
On Medina Kamara.
Kamara's third personal.
And it'll be Kamara's third.
It's on number 10.
And so at the line shooting, we'll have Devin Wright. Wright's first free throw is up and good. Wright's now got 3 tonight. Free throw number 2 up and away, rolls out, no good. Brought down by Kamara. 19 points once again, 46-27. Zita going to be charged with an offensive foul. Going to push off of Monroe, and she'll be tagged for it. That's Zita's second personal. Coffeyville inbounds it. They'll find Ashelman. Ashelman to the right wing, spins back around, will pass back out to Monroe. Monroe dribbles into the corner. Trying to look inside, trying to find Wright. Instead, she'll pass it back up top to Davis. Davis over to Scott. Scott sets up and drives in. Going to go up with it. Shot was tipped out of bounds. It will be remaining with Coffeyville. Sanaa Smith checks in for Seward, as well as Zane Thompson. Coffeyville inbounds it underneath their own basket. Davis to throw it in. We'll find Ashman. She'll take the quick three. Good. Martina Ashman good for three once again. Cuts it down to a 16-point lead now, 46-30. Morrow top of the key, driving off to her right. Ball stripped away briefly by Wright, but Morrow able to bring it in. Out to Lynch, now over to the block is Morrow. Morrow going to throw one up, shot no good, but she's there to bring down her own rebound. She'll throw up another one. She's fouled this time, and she'll head to the line. That'll be Wright's third. And I'll send C.R. Morrow to the line for two. Morrow's first free throw is good. She's now got 6 tonight. Back up to a 17-point lead now at 47-30. Second free throw, no good. Bounces out of the front side of the rim. And Wright's there to bring it home. Wright will hand it off to Monroe. She'll bring it up the right side of the floor. Hands it off to Ashleman now. Now a foul on the floor here. This one will be charged to Thompson. And I'll send Ashleman to the line for two. Thompson now has 2. She'll step out of the game now as Mia DeVos checks back in.
You got 4. Get back, Jojo. You got 2. Get back there.
Ashman at the free throw line, shooting 2. First one is good. Flashman's now got 7. A couple three-pointers to her name, and now a free throw as well. A minute 54 remaining here in this third quarter. Free throw number 2 is also good. Duffield shooting much better from the free throw line so far in this half. As DeVos dribbles up to the left wing. Tries to hand it off to Lynch. Lynch will have to try to recover that one. She'll do so. Now dribbling off to her right, trying to find a pass inside to Smith. Ball going to end up loose on the floor, but we'll have a foul. I think that foul will be charged maybe to Seward Sanaa Smith. We'll have to see here. And now they're going to call it on Ashleman. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Smith was underneath Ashleman. Ashleman tripped over Smith, and somehow the foul goes on Ashleman. But I'll let the coaches do the arguing here, as the first free throw is no good. But Smith will get a second one coming. Coach Turner still pleading his case in front of me here with the referee. As Smith sets up for free throw number 2. That one is also no good. So in the end, only Ashman just picks up the foul. No points given up there. 15-point Seward lead, 47-32. A minute and a half remaining here in this third quarter of play. Davis off to her right. And now we'll have a traveling violation here charged to Davis. Substitution here for Seward as Sydney Wetlaufer checks in. Wetlaufer, she's been dangerous from 3 tonight, has a couple. Lynch dribbling off to her right, now back up top to Smith. Kicks it on over to the left wing. Wetlaufer for 3. Much too hard, though. And it'll head out of bounds. It'll be Coffeyville basketball. I don't know if you guys can tell tonight, but we have fans in attendance. Everything's just a little bit louder. I have to turn down my headphones just a little bit. I haven't had to do that so far this year. 15-point lead, 47-32. Just over a minute remaining in the third quarter. Monroe up to the top of the key. Now gives it over to Davis. Davis stepping off to her left. Almost loses control of it. We'll have a foul here charged to DeVos, and that'll be number 4 on her. So DeVos picks up foul number 4. She'll head out. Stepping in, it'll be Delmazita. And now have a technical foul. I believe that'll be charged here to DeVos. I believe that might have been on DeBose. And that would be number 5. Referee's talking things over here. It will be a technical. And it will be on DeBose.
Finishes at number 25. That will also be her 5th.
And that will be her 5th. So she'll foul out of the game here tonight with 5 points. Early here, or actually late in the third quarter, as Davis takes the first of 2. This is the first one, but we'll get another here on the technical. Next free throw up and away is good. So Davis will go 1 of 2 on the technical free throws. And now we'll get the 2 for the previous foul on DeBose. Of course, Caulfield will also get possession as Davis sinks the third. So everybody just remaining past half court here for these 4 free throws. Davis sinks the last 2. 4th one on the way, also good. So Davis will go 3 of 4 there. She's got 5 tonight. And this is now a 12-point Seward County lead. Coffeyville cutting into this lead a little bit so far through the third quarter. Will be Caulfield basketball. Will be Davis to inbound from the baseline, or the sideline, excuse me. Gets it in over to Ashelman. Ashelman over to Monroe. She stands on the left wing, now off to her right. To the right elbow, sets up, takes a shot just inside the three-point line. It's no good, but bringing it down is Sanaa Smith. Smith driving through, going to go up with it. Right side layup is no good, but she's fouled. Foul will belong to JoJo Monroe. Monroe's first. Smith's first free throw, no good. Smith now 0 for 3 from the line here in this quarter. But she will get one more. Second free throw, also no good. Right side of the rim, there to bring it down is Wright. So Davis up the middle of the floor. Handling the point guard duty. She'll dish it off over to Monroe. Monroe off to her right, going to drive into the lane, and now we'll have a travel. Monroe hits the floor. She'll be charged for traveling. And Seward comes back the other way. Seward still leading by 12. Caulfield able to cut into this deficit a little bit so far through the third. 30 seconds remaining. 2 seconds differential between shot clock and game clock. Ciara Morrow with it. She'll drive in right side layup. That's good. Morrow good for 2. Now she's got 8. And now we'll have a timeout on the floor taken here by Seward. So we're going to take a 30-second timeout. Tell you what, we'll go ahead and keep it. (72-64) there. So the men still in action here tonight. They'll be taking on a Seward County team that comes in with a record of 1-1. Really excited for that one as well. We'll have that too for you after the women's game. But it will be Caulfield basketball underneath. Red Ravens trailing by 14. Do have 18 seconds to work with here at the tail end of this third quarter. Got to find a target. Having a little trouble doing so. Is going to be able to find Scott just on the baseline. Scott up the floor. Now we'll dish it off over to Monroe. Monroe across. 10 seconds left in the clock now. As Monroe dribbles off to her left. Monroe drives into the lane, trying to get it across to Ashelman, but we'll have ourselves an offensive foul as well. Ball was stolen away, but now JoJo Monroe going to be tagged with the foul. And with 4.8 seconds remaining, we'll bring in, we might bring in KK Lay, but instead we'll have some substitutions for Seward. He's on a Thompson and Sydney Wetlaufer. So 4.8 seconds remaining here for Seward. Delmazita up the floor. You got to stop her. Got to get in front of her. She will drive coast to coast. She does so, but she does miss the layup. And that will end the third quarter of play. So Coffeyville does cut into the deficit a little bit, but they do still by double digits as we head into the final 10 minutes of play. It is 49 to 35. Coffeyville trails by 14 to Seward County. We'll take a minute break, come back, we'll have the final 10 minutes. You're listening to Red Ravens Basketball.
Now's the time. Give us a call at 251-1313 or stop by and see us at 1414 West 11th Street. This has been your favorite banker, Community State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
213 to be down 13 to be down 213 to 12 and a half 13. So many auctions, so little time. Wouldn't it be great if there was a website that informed you on all the local auctions? Head over to kggfradio.com and click on the community page for upcoming auctions. You'll find listings of participating auctioneers and their website with all the details on what will be up for bid. We'll also talk about approaching auctions on Open Line on the mighty 690. All auction info, all in one place. kggfradio.com community page.
Y'all in, y'all done. Told them. Coffeyville with control of the basketball as we come back here for the fourth quarter of play. Coffeyville trailing by 14, 49-35. Simpson with the ball at the free throw line, going to drive in on the left block, puts up the shot and good. Simpson's been pretty limited here so far tonight, but she has her first field goal of the game, now has 3. Ball given off over to Lynch. She'll swing it around to Thompson. Thompson for 3 from the corner. It's too hard, no good, but the rebound is going to be brought in by Scott. Scott will hand it off to Lay up the left side of the floor. Now gets it inside to right, tries to get it inside to right. She has to tip it back on out to Lay. However, it is going to find the hands of Lay. She'll go with the floater. That's good. Quick buckets here for Coffeyville. And we're down to 10, 49-39, and now we'll have ourselves a technical on the floor. Actually, timeout, excuse me. Actually, no. Sorry, that is a technical. That is a technical. Hold on, referee's talking things over here. Thought I might have saw the technical, then I thought maybe it was a timeout. I get the official call here. It is a technical. Charged to the Seward County bench. So, it'll be Martina Ashelman to the line, shooting 2 technicals. Coffeyville trailing by 10, but already 4 points across the first minute of this quarter. Referee still talking over there with head coach Todd Chiochetto. But Ashman, some big free throws here. Ashman's first free throw is off the front of the rim, no good. She'll get another one here. Of course, Ashman 8 points tonight. Second free throw is good. So she'll go 1 of 2 at the line, and we'll be back down to single digits now. 9 points. Coffeyville does have control of the basketball. And now we'll wait for the discussion to still come to a conclusion. Referee and Coach Chiochetto over there still discussing things. We'll get back to action now. It'll be Paige Scott to inbound. She'll find Lay. 49-40. 9 minutes remaining in this one. Pass over to Scott. Scott dribbling over to the top of the key. Will pick up her dribble. Now finds Lay. Lay inside over to right. Right going to be double team. Spins around. Throws up a shot. It's too short. No good. But there for the rebound is Simpson. Simpson will be fouled on her way up. She'll head to the line for 2. Another foul here on Seward. That'll be their second. This foul going to belong to Delma Zita. That'll be Zita's third. And it will be Simpson at the line, shooting 2. Simpson tonight is 1 of 4 from the line. Simpson's first free throw is good. Simpson's now got 4 tonight. And free throw number 2 is going to be good. Off the back of the rim. Falls through. and make that now a 7-point ball game, 49-42. Zita passes it off to the left wing. Now up top goes Morrow. Morrow with it, dribbling off to her right. Now hands it off over to Zita. Zita back to Morrow. Morrow trying to go to her right, but she'll travel, and Coffeyville takes control. Big swing here for Coffeyville, a big opportunity. They have cut this lead down to 7. Ashman inbound, have to find a target, will find Lay. Lay now off to Ashman. Ashman over to Lay, she'll bring the ball across half court. To her left, now finds Scott. Scott off to her right, guarded by Smith. And she'll hand it off to Lay. Lay trying to get it inside, will find Wright. Wright double team, tries to swing it out to Ashman. Ashman for 3 from the right wing, no, right side of the rim, no good, but there for the rebound is Simpson. She'll go up, booking the foul! Faye Simpson, the big offensive rebound, gets the bucket. And now she'll have a chance at the line to make this potentially just a 4-point game. That'll be Zita's 4th personal foul. And Simpson a free throw here. Free throw is up and away, and it is good. 4-point ball game, 8:23 remaining in this one. Remember, Coffeyville at one point trailed by 22 points. Morrow with it, top of the key. Gonna spin around, trying to go inside, but will have a foul on the floor. And that one will be charged to Simpson. That's Simpson's 4th. And the first personal here of the quarter. Wetlaufer gonna check in here for Seward. And now with a substitution here on the 4th for Coffeyville. T. Gilmore will check in to replace Simpson. It'll be Seward to inbound it underneath their own basket. Easy to inbound. She'll toss it in over to Morrow. Morrow across to Wetlaufer. Wetlaufer over on to Zita. Zita driving the baseline. She'll be fouled. Foul will be on the floor, though. It'll be on Ashleman.
Fouls on number 14, Martina Ashleman. Martina's 2nd personal.
And once again, it'll be Seward inbounding it. Ashleman's 2nd, by the way. Team 2nd of the quarter. Neal looking for the right baseline. Doesn't find it. Pass out to Morrow. Morrow for 3. She'll travel before the shot, though. And Coffeyville once again takes control. 4-point game. Coffeyville, another possession upcoming. 8 minutes remaining in this one. And now we'll see checking in Medina Kamara. Ashman to inbound. We'll get it into Lay. Lay up the right side. We'll find Scott. Scott, she'll bring it across the half-court line. Dribbling over to the left wing. Going to pick up the dribble there. Now gives it over to Wright. Wright spinning around, trying to go right block. Shot off the backboard, no good. Brought in by Morrow. Up the floor comes Zita. Somebody needs to pick her up before she'll drive in. Loses control of it. Ball ends up on the floor, but it's picked up by Smith. Now to Morrow. Morrow going to drive in. Right block. Layup good. Morrow's good for 2. Make that 10 now for her. She's in the double digits tonight. Might be the first player to get in the double digit for the Saints. Coffeyville, I believe, they have a couple. Either way, Lay driving to her right, going to spin around to the left. Now tries to give it back out to Gilmore, but it's ripped away, stolen away by Zita. Zita back the other way. Ashman is trying to get out in front. Thought we might have ourselves a push, but no whistle. And now the ball's going to be passed out to the right wing over to Kamara. Kamara left side layup. That's no good. There to bring it in is Gilmore. Still a 6-point game, 51-45. 7 minutes left to go. Play off to her left. Going to bring that over to the left wing. Now trying to drive the baseline, but she'll be fouled. And that'll be a foul on the floor, charged to Kamara. Kamara's 4th. And now Zanae Thompson and Andrea Gray will check in, as well as Faye Simpson. Remember, Simpson has to be careful out there. Has 4 personals. Here in the late stage of this one. Inbounds pass goes over to the right elbow. It is Simpson. Off the glass, falls through. Simpson has herself another bucket here. Limited to just 1 point in the first half, but really coming on strong here in half number 2. Pass outside. Andrea Gray for three. On target? No. Too far to the left. Simpson's there for the rebound. Again, just a 4-point lead. Coffeyville with control. Way over to the left wing. Going to settle. Now tries to pass it back up top. Pass was tipped away by Zita. A roll out of bounds. Coffeyville retains possession. Holder Joaquin checks in for Seward. She'll replace Gray on the floor. Inbounds pass goes to Lay. Lay will direct traffic here at the half-court line. Now dribbles up to the top of the key. To her left. And now back up top, we go to Wright. Right now on over to Scott. Scott stands on the left wing, inside to Simpson. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Simpson going to square up to the basket. Has to find something. Will pass it out to Aishelman. 3 seconds left. Has to throw up a shot. Off balance. It's no good. And it's going to be brought in by Morrow. Morrow will hand it off to Zita. Zita up the floor over to Joaquin. Joaquin will be picked up by Lay. Now up top we go to Lynch. Lynch spinning around. Going to try to get it inside. Pass was tipped by Lay, but still going to find Joaquin. Tries to swing it around over to Zita, but it'll be thrown away. And again, Coffeyville has a chance to cut this lead even further. Have not been able to break across this 4-point deficit. However, at one point, we're trailing by 22. Having to make a pretty solid effort to get back into this one. Simpson with the basketball. She's going to dribble up to the right block. Goes up with it. She's fouled. Another foul here on Seward. This time, it's going to be charged to Sierra Morrow. That's her second. And finally, I'm able to reconcile my fouls here. I know I've been missing one all game. But it will be Simpson at the line shooting two. First free throw away for Simpson. No good off the back of the rim. As I said, Coffeyville having a hard time breaking this 4-point seal. But still have another free throw here. Simpson puts up number 2, and it is good. So there you go. Just a 3-point ball game, a 1-possession game here in Coffeyville. 51-48 as Simpson checks out of the game. Back into the game comes T. Gilmore. Up the floor comes Delma Zita. Dribbles up to the right wing. She'll be guarded by Ashman. Trying to get it inside. Finds Morrow. Morrow left side. Shot no good. Their rebound is by Gilmore. Coffeyville a chance to get within one or maybe even tie. We'll have a timeout here taken by head coach Tony Turner before we really get to that possession. Faye Simpson will check into the game. When we come back, it'll be a full timeout. We'll take one ourselves. Come back in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Exciting ball game in the books.
Liquor to supply the drinks. You'll find all you need at Gillum Retail Liquor, 1713 West 8th Street in Coffeyville.
Does your business need radio communications facilities? KCD Towers has tower space available. They can meet your needs in Chautauqua, Montgomery, and Labette counties in southeast Kansas, and Osage, Washington, and Nowata counties in northeast Oklahoma with expanded coverage across the area. Tower space for cellular or two-way communications? Let's talk. Call Kevin Potter, 918-336-1001, or go online to bartlesvilleradio.com and click on Rent Tower Space under the Contact tab. Start your communications outreach today.
Coffeyville with control of the basketball, trailing by 3. 5:25 remaining here in this one. Coffeyville at one point in this half trailed by 22 to the Seward County Saints. Trying to make a massive comeback here in this one. Paige Scott on the right wing. Inside pass over to Wright on the right block. Spins around, finds Lay. Lay with an opportunity. Wide open 3. Nope, they're going to call it a 2, but it was too long. It'll be rebounded here by Seward. Off to a right, definitely almost a travel there. Pass over to Lynch. Lynch left side, no good. Lynch gets her own rebound, throws it back up, puts it in. Lynch now has 8. We're back up to 5 now. 53-48. Lay over to the right side. That's going to be Simpson on the right wing. Tries to back down, pass it out to Scott. Scott for 3 from the corner. Left side, no good. There to bring down the rebound, it's Lynch. Lynch coast to coast, going up with it. And we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow pointing towards Seward. I think Gilmore going to be stepping in. She'll replace Simpson. Going offense, defense pretty much there, protecting Simpson with those 4 personal fouls. Don't want to lose Simpson on the offensive side. And that's really the thought process here as we go offense, defense with T. Gilmore. Inbound pass to Wetlocker, but she's not able to bring it in. It'll head out of bounds, and that'll become Coffeyville basketball. So now Faye Simpson will check back in. Gilmore will come out. Get ready for that call. They made a few more times here throughout the course of this fourth quarter. But it will be Coffeyville ball, inbounding it from the baseline, or the sideline. Really the corner between the baseline and the sideline, as they will find Lay. She'll bring it across. Lay off to her right. Now off to Simpson. Simpson, top of the key, going to take the 3. A little bit too hard, though. Off the back of the rim, no good. Simpson's usually good for about 1 of those a game. This time doesn't fall. Zita inside. That'll be Joaquin with it. Her shot's no good. Misses the bunny. And Simpson picks up the rebound. Lay to the left wing. Now we'll dribble a little bit closer to the corner. Brings it up top over to Simpson on the right wing. Now back to Lay. Lay on over to Ashleman. Ashleman to her right. Puts up a shot. No good. A lot of contact made, but no whistle for either side, really. Ashleman hits the floor, but it's Zita back the other way now. Lynch to the right wing. Now up top to Thompson. He'll give it on over to Morrow. Morrow from deep 3. No good. Long rebound, though. Morrow's able to bring it in. It'll be Zita up top. Going to slow things down here. Zita guarded by Lay. Dribbling off to her right, trying to drive in. Takes an extra step, but there'll be a foul before that. It'll be Zita to the line for 2. That foul will be on KK Lay, her 3rd. It'll be Zita to the line. Zita tonight taking her first free throws, has 8, all of which came in the first half. Coach Turner currently asking the referee, why can Ashleman hit the ground and not be sent to the free throw line? But why can we have very little contact on the other side and not have a whistle? It'll be an 8-point game now, 56-48. Coffeyville trailing in this one. Lay dribbling off to her left, spins back, actually dribbles out to the wing now. Screen set by Ashleman. Lay off to her left. Takes the jump shot from about 8 feet. No good. There for the rebound is Lynch. Lynch up the floor. Now pass it off to Joaquin. Joaquin driving right baseline. Pass it back out, but we'll have ourselves a charge. Because Joaquin goes in there too hard, runs into Lay. And gives the ball back over to Coffeyville. So the foul will be on Phoenix, actually on Joaquin. And there's a reason I said Phoenix. When we were talking about pronunciations before the game with the Seward County broadcast guys, I asked if it was Joaquin like Phoenix. I don't know why I made that connection, but it is Joaquin. Hold the Joaquin. 2:50 left to go. Good actor, by the way. 56-48. Nakia Cohen, by the way, into the ball game. She'll pass it over to the left wing, over to Ashleman. Inside to Simpson. Simpson trying to go up with it. She'll put one off the backboard. No foul called this time around either. And there'll be Lynch to rebound. That one was probably a little more clean, though. Back on the other side. Bucket and the foul. Back up to double digits we go. As Joaquin gets the bucket. Actually, no, excuse me. Lynch gets the bucket. And she'll also get a foul. Foul will be on KK Lay, her 4th. Free throw's too far to the left, though. Long rebound, roped in eventually by Ashleman. Lynch has got 10 now. 58-48. We are back out to double digits. 2 minutes. Pass to Simpson on the left block, trying to go up on Morrow. Puts one off the backboard, but is fouled. And so she'll go to the line. Funny thing is, that one was a little softer than the previous no calls. But that will be a foul on Morrow. That'll be her 3rd. Simpson puts up the first of 2. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Simpson, of course, tonight, 11 points. and make that 12. 11 of which have come in this half. Leads back down to single digits now, 58-49. Asherman will check out of the game as Tynika Gilmore, T. Gilmore checks back in. Sorry, still getting used to the nickname. Last year went by Tynika. It's still her name. This year she just goes by a nickname, T. Gilmore. 3 nicknames on this year's Coffeyville roster. 2 minutes remaining though, 58-49. Seward obviously no hurry to really do much of anything. Lynch going to drive through. She'll be fouled. And it'll be Lynch to the line.
Number 21, Tanika Gilmore.
That'll be on T. Gilmore, her second.
Number 4.
Mackenzie Davis checks in. Paige Scott checks out. Lynch to the line. First of 2 on the way is good. Up to 10 we go once again, 59-49. Second free throw is also good. Back up to 11, 60-49, under 2 minutes left to go. Coffeyville going to need to cook something up here if they want to get back into this one. Lay on the left wing. Off to her right, now finds Gilmore. Gilmore over to Cullum. Cullum going to get it inside. Simpson underneath, open, good. Simpson another bucket. And back down to 9 we go, 60-51. A minute and a half remaining though. Gilmore comes up from behind, actually going to get the ball in the fourth. A jump ball, possession arrow pointing towards Coffeyville. So will be Coffeyville basketball after the jump ball. Davis to inbound from the sideline. She'll find Lay. Both teams in the double bonus. Pass is made over to Davis on the right wing. Davis over now to Gilmore. Swings it around to Cullum on the left. Up top to Davis we go once again. And now over to Lay. Lay going to drive to the left elbow. Now cuts back to her left. Picks up the dribble. Has to find something. We'll give it on over to Simpson. Simpson now back into the corner as Gilmore gets it right back. Open layup, good. 7-point game, a minute 3 remaining. Coffeyville still has to do something here as Simpson adds another bucket to her total. Make that now 15 points in the quarter, 16 overall for her. Reached her average for the season as here comes Zeta. Zeta going to drive in. Swings it out, finds Thompson. Up top now to Morrow. Swings it over now. Tries to find a pass over to Lynch, but Davis is there to knock it out of bounds. It will remain with Seward. Wetlaufer going to check in.
Shooters in!
Ball be inbounded now to Lynch. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Lynch going to drive in, gets a pass inside to Morrow. Morrow up and under, and that's good. 9-point lead once again, 37 seconds remaining. Coffeyville needs a bucket, and then we'll need to get the ball back in some way. Way to the top of the key. Going to have a screen set by Gilmore to the left. And now she'll be fouled. And they'll charge that foul to Zeta. That'll be Zeta's 5th. And Zeta will come out of the game here with 11 points tonight. So KK Lay to the line for 2. Lay 3 points tonight. As Sanaa Smith checks in, as well as Hulda Joaquin. Devin Wright's into the scores table to check in a moment as well. Lay's first free throw is no good. And so it'll remain a 9-point game. Lay's second free throw, that one is good. So an 8-point game now, here at 62-54. And now Seward going to take a timeout here, a full timeout, to talk things over. 26.7 seconds remaining in this one. Coffeyville trails by 8, 62-54. Back in a moment, you're listening to Red Ravens basketball. US 98.1 KUSN.
NDB Insurance in Neodesha is your local hometown independent insurance agent. Always here to help. You can call NDB at 325-2645 or visit their website at ndbinsurance.com and let them help you with your insurance needs. They represent numerous insurance companies so they can help you find the right insurance at the right price for you. NDB of Neodesha at 414 Main Street.
You can count on US 98 for severe weather coverage. When a storm is getting ready to blow in, we'll keep you up to date. That includes closings and cancellations due to winter weather. Schools, businesses, and events will let you know when they're canceled or postponed due to winter storms. Severe weather coverage, along with closings and cancellations, are brought to you by Eck Heat and Air and H&H Roofing. Here on KUSN 98.1 FM.
Back here at Nellis Hall, 26 seconds remaining in this game. Caulfield trailing by 8. Inbounds pass comes over to Lynch. Going to be fouled here by Cullum. And it'll be Lynch to the line for 2. Coffeyville. Not much time to get back into this one. We'll have to cook something up here. As Cullum picks up foul number 2. But it is Lynch at the line tonight, 4 for 5. On the floor right now here for the Red Ravens. Currently it's Scott, Way, Ashelman, Davis, and Simpson. First free throw for Lynch is good. Back up to 9 we go. Coffeyville at one point was back to within 3. But it looks like Seward might be able to pull away here, but the second free throw is no good. It's rebounded by Coffeyville. Now we'll have a timeout taken by Coffeyville. So we'll still have to wait and see, but Coffeyville does trail by 9, 22.9 seconds remaining. They do have control of the basketball. There'll be a timeout here on the floor. I believe a 30-second timeout. Either way, we'll go ahead and keep it with you right here. Just want to go ahead and remind you once again, at the conclusion of this game, we'll have our post-game for the women's contest. We'll go over some final stats for you, over the scoring, going over some other key stats, and then we'll set up for the men's game. Don't forget the Coffeyville men. They are 5-0 on the season. They'll be taking on a 1-1 Seward County squad. Lost to Allen County, apparently, but did defeat Cowley. So you never really know early on in the season. But, of course, I know Cowley for a fact. Very tough squad to handle sometimes. If you can defeat Cowley, you might have a chance to really kind of be something here in the Jayhawk Conference. So we'll kind of talk about that at length. But either way, we will be coming out of the timeout again. 22.9 seconds remaining. 9-point deficit. Caulfield trails in this one, 63-54. We'll be late to inbound the basketball on the sideline. Look for a target. She'll find Scott. Caulfield has to do something quickly here. Pass it off to Ashelman. Ashelman over to the baseline. Takes the shot. It's no good. There for the rebound is Joaquin. Now the timeout taken by Seward. So Seward going to take a timeout now. 16-point contest. Or actually, nope, 16 seconds left on the clock. Still a 9-point game here at 63-54. So, by the way, of course, if you want scoring updates from, of course, CCC, high school basketball as well, you know what you can do? You can sign up for KGGF Text Alerts, powered by Equity Bank. KUSN Text Alerts, powered by Equity Bank. Even KQQF Text Alerts, powered by Equity Bank. Real simple to do. Just go to kggfradio.com, click on the Text Alerts tab, and enter in all of your info. It's really that easy. You can get sports, news, weather, the whole works. I'm about to spend now a text alert reporting the final score of this game, whatever it may be, whether Caulfield is able to make this comeback here or if Seward County will walk away with the victory tonight. So it will be Seward County basketball. 15 seconds remaining. Ball will be inbounded here to Lynch. And it looks like here we'll just go ahead and dribble this one out. So that'll be it here tonight. Coffeyville, they trailed by 22, made a comeback, almost got back within 3. But Seward County does pull away at the very tail end of this one to take the 9-point victory. So Caulfield drops to 3-2 on the season. Seward County will improve to 3-0. Unfortunately, the comeback just was not in the books here tonight. So Caulfield, they will fall to 2-2 in Jayhawk Conference play, and they'll set up for another road trip to Barton County here next Wednesday. So, like I said, we'll go ahead and take a little bit of a break here, set up for your post-game coverage of this women's contest, and then we'll get into the men's game a little bit. As I talked about during the timeout, Caulfield's men looking to remain undefeated early on in this season. But the Caulfield women can't pull it out here today. They do fall to Seward 63-54. Be back in a couple minutes. You're listening to Red Ravens Basketball, US 98.1 KUSN.
Hello, Al